Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Sloss and Humphries on the road, where we are recording from Manchester, just after a gig at the O2 Apollo. I'm going to be honest, Matt, I think this is one of our best episodes, but disclaimer, we were definitely high at the start, and then halfway through we get more high and more drunk. But I think, man, if you're not a native English speaker, probably skip this one. I don't think we slur too much, but we do talk like how we talk whenever we're having fun together, and that's why I think as an episode it's one of the funniest. And fucking weirdly enough, being as drunk and stoned as we are, I think we covered everything. I think when we lost our fucking trail, we got back to the fucking point. Like, I remember in my head, like, if you're watching this on the video, like, when Kai's talking, watch me not listen to his story while I congratulate myself mentally on being able to remember where we are. Like, man, I really, like, if this isn't in your top 5, get to fuck. Like, I think this was class. Sloss and Humphries on the road.
Muggins and cream and muggins, straight thuggin', living the dream.
That's our intro.
Fucking muggles.
Tickling the clit inside your head that makes you laugh. They said it can't be done.
I like your boudoir.
I know it is. If you're watching this on the video on YouTube, even if you're not, I recommend just watching it, just so you'll get the next 5 minutes worth of references as jokes. I do feel like we're on bong-eye date. And that's like, there's no, it's not blind because we can see each other, but in the state we're in, like, it's not, you're not
partially sighted date.
Aye, yeah,
Right, just
like it is real. I mean,
a tail cushion there for us.
Oh yeah, you have had piles, haven't you? No,
not me.
No,
I have, but yes.
Yeah, all right.
Yes,
yeah. And piles is bum grapes, yes.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
But mine were more like summer fruits.
Thank you for the setup to the following joke. Dude, man, you should be the next Conan. That was like the perfect.
Read your notes, so what you're gonna do.
The closest Cara has ever come to fully reassessing our relationship and leaving us was the other day. And I'm annoyed by this, right? Because, you know, when you're in a relationship, and I know you're in a similar one with Natalie, when it's like, they pretend that your banter changed when you've been with them, and they're like, that's a shit joke. You're like, bitch, this is the joke that made you love me in the first place.
But forget that, they're living with professional comics.
Well, but it's not even that. Don't be wrong, on stage, like, maybe 2% of our jokes are like cheesy. They're like, the ones be like, all right, these are shit. But in our everyday life, obviously most of the jokes
I'm going to waste the cheesy ones on you.
Just the fucking shit ones.
The ones that go through your head and you normally wouldn't say.
Because you're not going to waste on a full audience.
Pull your notepad. You're not going to put the notes in your phone and put them ideas in.
Stupid cow
spit them
who's
like
put your ring on her finger. She's not a woman of class. You can fucking feed any old shit to her. And also, that's the any old shit that made her love you in the first place. Like, I won Cara over with shit banter.
Now tell the joke.
So we were out with her son, and Cara really...
You have a son?
Yeah. This is when she told me. Cara likes fucking slushy beverages. Like, I don't know. How often would you say you treat Natalie?
What, like to a slushy beverage?
No. But like when you're out and she's not with you and you know you're going home, how often
get her a slushy beverage to live out of a house?
No. How often do you go, there's something she'd like, or I've not seen a while, or also I love this woman and I'm just going to bequeath to her, whether it's flowers or wine or whatever, you know, fucking Natalie's thing is. How often would you say you surprise her with a gift?
Not as often as I should. Now we've done this, but I did order her some stationery recently.
Yeah.
I just had like a trail of stationery arriving, like a whiteboard, and marker pens and that.
Highlighters.
And I got like a to-do list.
Oh.
With some pens.
Right. Nothing to do with her new business, just she's really slacking as a wife.
I need
so this whiteboard's for your chore board, and the to-do list, it's just lines. You have to write Kai Humphries 50 times every day.
I've bought you a couple of pens. You're going to need more.
In fact, it's the first thing on your to-do list is to buy more of these pens.
Oh, I love languages and gifts.
What's your love language?
Cheese.
Oh.
And you've got a cheesy joke.
I do. So Cara likes frozen beverages. So if I remember, like, if we're out, I'm like, because she's the one that wakes up in the middle of the night to fucking feed Galen and stuff, and she needs less sleep than me, but I'm still like, all right, You probably want a smoothie, so this is fucking squeaky as shit.
You have got a squeaky boudoir.
Hey, we're on the same boudoir, don't I? We're like cat dog. We've got the same bottom
get
here.
Closer in and it'll change the centre of gravity there. It'll not be on the squeaky wheel.
This just feels like the next stage.
I set up the squeaky wheel, by the way.
Aye.
Put a squeaky wheel on your boudoir. Like,
to go along with Rich Messiah's squeaky foot pump.
I remember that. What was it again? You had a squeaky foot pump.
We were very stoned, and we were all about to go to bed, and we'd all done the last bong, and Rich Messiah was about to fill up his airbed.
Well, Ricketts' house.
At Ricketts' house, and he went, "I've got a squeaky foot pump," and I said,
Ricketts, give him first aid.
I said, "We have heard that about you," and then it became a joke.
The man with a squeaky foot pump.
Aye.
I mean, you got a squeaky foot pump there. Do you want to just elevate it for a bit?
Do you, when you're on dates with women, do you tell them straight away that you've got a squeaky foot pump, or is that like when you know it's going to get serious? Because you do have to drop it in early. You can't be engaged or trying for a kid and then be like to
Landed
the love of your
on
life. Out of nowhere, baby. On our 3-year anniversary, just want to let you know I've got a squeaky foot pump. But
open with that?
I've waited. Yeah, I have
Walk
to
across
know
the bar,
that.
open with that.
That's I'm not saying it's part of your personality, but it's like if we're going to share life together, it's part of our future, and I should be warned about it before wasting my time on you. You fucking creep.
But you do know you've got to strategize about having a squeaky foot pump. You can't just march up to the person at the bar and be like,
"It can't be
get your coat. I've got a squeaky foot pump."
God, can you imagine how trashy the person who was just like, sure, because there are people out there who, upon hearing that line, would just be like, yeah, fuck it, like I mean, that would have worked on me when I was 22. If a girl had come up to me and been like, I've got a squeaky foot pump,
I'd be like, fucking, it's different when a girl says it. Come on,
it's 2022.
Let's get that some grease. Some grease.
Elbow grease because I'm going it up to my wrists. So,
is your dad in jail? Because I need to smuggle him in a squeaky foot pump. That classic line.
Yeah. Did it hurt?
When you squeaked your foot pump?
Yeah. Sure, yeah. Or hit every squeaky foot pump on the way down. We were getting to the end of it anyway. In the build-up to this underwhelming shit bit, buying her smoothie, and I went, what type of smoothie did you go for? And she went, summer berries. And I went, and what are the rest? Which I think that is 8 to 9 out of 10. Good. I mean, shit joke. I'd never do it on stage.
And then did you know when you...
No, there was no... I didn't sell it.
No. You know when you're counting for thunder, when the lightning guns off and you start counting elephants for the thunder to come?
Aye.
Did you do that after you told the joke? Like,
yeah, only counted one angry elephant. And she did not stop staring. She's 5'2" and weighs as much as a sneeze. It's very funny to call her an elephant.
I love calling Colin fatty.
Oh yeah, aye. Well, sometimes this was like a very earlier fucking bit where I was like, sometimes like the humour comes from just how
inappropriate it is.
Yeah, which is if you're hanging out with someone who is fat as fuck and you call them a skinny bitch. Man, in one of my favourite Whitest Could You Know sketches, it's the Abraham Lincoln sketch. I recommend everyone goes and watches it. And it's just Abraham Lincoln being very rude during a performance, getting into an argument with a punter, and he just keeps going between calling him a fat piece of shit and a skinny piece of ass.
String bean.
Yeah, string, and just going.
Hey, string bean, you fat fuck.
Man, insults that don't actually really. That's why I believe, look, we all agree, and I'm so fucking guilty of it. But man, using the term gay as an insult or any sort of derogatory form is wrong and has long-lasting effects on people for the rest of life.
Society.
Yeah, well, and also as somebody who doesn't consider himself to be homophobic, but definitely sometimes uses homophobic language in part of it.
Yeah. You've been informed too much now to get away with ignorance.
Yeah, well, and don't get me wrong, I'm always doing it in the name of fucking comedy, but also, I would also probably agree with somebody being like, even in a comedic form, you're normalising it. My rebuttal would be...
You did a swing and a miss with some lad one time.
Yeah, man.
Because you didn't know him, but he was Scottish and he was in LA And you just went in with a bit of a slur, thinking Pally way.
Wait, lived in LA for too long. I was like, you're the Scottish poof. And look, he rightfully reacted the way anyone would be to someone else. But just because in my head I was like...
This is how I talk to my friends.
No, and also we're Scottish. We're too, man, meeting Scottish people in other countries for me, maybe this is me being unfamiliar, it's always fucking refreshing because it's like... my accent with another Scottish person is always harder in another country when you feel like you're fucking alienated and you have to not alienated, sorry, that's the wrong way to put that, but when you're not the local, when you have a different accent and when you are very careful with how you
it's really refreshing to go back to your native tongue when you're when you've been overseas a bit and then you get a bunch of Geordies and just relax my accent and
you can fucking bitch about all the cunts around you because they don't understand your accent. So in my head, incorrectly at the time, I was like, the thing that brings us closest together is we're Scottish, so therefore
Both
I can use this I can use this familiar language. But to him, who has probably grown up with homophobic language thrown at him in non-friendly ways, my ignorance may be wrong, it was the wrong way to...
Yeah, it's jarring for them. Yeah.
That being said, I my original point here is sometimes I think earlier on the joke for me some of the time was it's funny to call someone something they're not. So I don't think it was fully always hatred of homosexuality, which I agree that it probably could have encouraged, but it was more like, you're not this, you're the opposite of this, so we're going to call you this, and that's why that's humorous. That's why boys call other boys girls. That's why. If your friend's a Tottenham fan, you call them an Arsenal fan. You just get the opposite of what you are. But then again, I don't know if that's just that thinly veiled.
What was nice for Colin Fat was that he texted the sweetest text. Just because normally if I've got a day off Colin, it's because we've had beef in another group in front of everyone, and he's just pouring a bit of water on it. We're cool, mate.
Hold on. I love the way that, and I know this is true for women because I don't deal with women, but how guys apologies never actually involve the word sorry.
Yeah.
Olive Branch is always like a meme.
Aye.
Here's a football opinion I think we can both agree on, or let's bitch about Elliot.
Make a common enemy out of something.
Look, that you've probably, especially in WhatsApp groups, because fucking tone is in there, because there's no facial expressions, and because, we're bad at communicate, it can get fucking heated quite quickly. That would never happen in real life. So what you do is you do what you do normal, is you just go talk to them generally. But you're not going to say, I'm sorry.
You keep slagging them off in the group. But in the back, you're just touching base going, we're good. I'm going in harder, by the way. That was just a tickle, lad. I'm coming now. Now he texts us saying that he's off next week, so if he wants to come run and give us a hand with any manual labour that needs day in with a dog park, help us with the paint and all that.
Hold on. Colin offered. I think he's fucking with you, man.
Mate. So I thought it was... Yeah, he's genuine.
Colin's going to lift things. Colin.
Ceiling tiles.
Fucking Auschwitz, Colin.
Ceiling tiles, mate. They're made of... What are they made of? The fuck are ceiling tiles made of? But what was it before? What was ceiling?
Air.
Fuck off.
That's how it works.
No.
Look, if you put something above you, between you and air, that's sealant. Doesn't matter what it's fucking made of. It's sealant.
I meant the panels.
Sealing.
Right.
That's why they're called ceiling panels.
So Colin can lift them because they're made of air.
It's like when you chop down a tree with a wood axe.
I just went, cheers if I could. I thought just calling him a fat cunt when he was saying something nice while being remarkably skinny.
But man, I always think private banter should always be infinitely worse than public banter, because I do think there's a responsibility with it. You cannot doing what we do guarantee that anywhere between 100 and 3,000 people are going to get the nuance of you saying something that's definitely pushing a fucking line, saying something that shouldn't be said. You can't expect 100% of that audience to fully get where you're coming from. But if I'm in a room with just you and a couple of mates who've known me for 10 years, I'm like, man, I can say whatever I like, because even though it's fucking horrific.
You're in Grand Theft Auto. None of it's real.
Yeah. That being said, there are like if you ever recorded, there are things that you and me have said to each other in fucking private. There are things that me and Cullen say to each other where I'm like, if that was leaked, like I would have to kill myself because this, like people are just like, but I'm like, look, sometimes saying the worst thing is the funniest thing, and they're like, but you did it for an hour and a half, and it's a regular bit. And I'm like,
you do diagrams.
And I'm like, but it's the commitment, it's the recurringness. And they're like, but it's just this horrific thing. Like, even if you, like,
when you get locked into a bit as well, when something's happening, and there's like a formula to it where you're slagging someone off. It's like even just a simile or something, and then like you realise you've exhausted all the obvious jokes, and then you go, right, I've got to dig to hell to get a joke with the next. I've got to dig to hell to get the 5 laugh emojis now.
And the way you go nuclear is you bring up somebody's secret that's publicly known, and then to make there be a new scarecrow that we're all going to fucking burn.
It could even be an elephant in the room that hasn't been pointed out yet. Something contentious.
Everyone knows, but it's not been spoken about publicly.
Right, you're in the WhatsApp bit, you've done all the fucking obvious bits, and then it starts going down to the level that's like Madeline McCann jokes or the Fritzl jokes, but to me that's hack. But that's the level you can through it, and then you can subterranean on that and find someone's deepest insecurity. Or something that like you don't even talk about openly because it's like
and when
it's something that bothers them,
and when you're on the receiving end of it, the only thing you can do is put in 5 laughing face emojis, put down your phone, and just be like, let them have their laugh. I just gotta like
it's cathartic actually. At least we're laughing at it now. It's out in the open.
Yeah. But like to be honest with you, like I'm not fully ready to laugh at it yet. But you know, if they're gonna go for it, I'll go have a spliff and I'll come back and I'll be able to laugh at me being the butt of this joke for the next fucking hour.
Yeah. And then there's the opposite side where you're the one that hits send, and you knew you just sent a nuke, and you put your phone down and went, I am up next.
I was going to be more like you're about to drop a bomb and you're like, did I hit the headquarters of the terrorist organisation, or did I accidentally go 0.5 miles west and hit the school? Like, how is this going to land? It's a windy day. How's it going to land? Are people in a bad mood? Is this person in a really bad mood?
Yeah.
They're not going to laugh at this? Are they not going to give the obligatory 5 laughing face emojis that they have to put in to acknowledge the fact that this is fair game and I didn't take it too far?
It's that, and also you're not just giving the person it's about the free pass to just say anything about you, no matter how deep and dark and right into your psyche. It's you're giving it to the other fucking 10 people in the group. Because they going, right, he's it. Get him. Well, I'll have a laugh. But you kind get pissy now if I'll answer. There's no way somebody can come back and then I'll be like, I don't like talking about that. Thank you very much.
Because man, if you don't put in the laughing face emojis, like, unless people are on a particularly frolicky day, other people might not join in. Putting the laughs in is it's putting the fucking fish food in the fucking koi pond and watching everyone go, all right, like it's now or never. Like, this isn't, we're not going to do this as an ongoing bit.
You know what's worth taking the flack if the emojis have got words with them. Like, oh my god, then emojis, and then emojis and dying.
No. But you have to take the flack. Like, that's when I truly believe that Jesus meant by do unto others as you would do to yourself. It's not
saying stop doing that to them. It's like, expect a
fucking die. Fucking
don't change, but fucking strap in.
Be
nice.
It's
going to get it probably right for you, mate.
Be as nice as you fucking want to be, but if you're going to be like very brutal and dark fucking comedy and say horrible things to your friends, don't you fucking dare take it badly when it's reversed.
You know what I love is there's a bit now on WhatsApp, right, where everybody says the darkest shit like we've just been talking about. We'll laugh at ourselves, we'll fucking get back at each other, we can, right? But then if Tom says anything nice, we'll act like we're fucking astounded with what he said. It was Mark Nelson's son got cast in a CBeebies thing, and it was getting premiered and all that, and everyone's congratulating him, just going, this is fucking incredible. And then Tom came on and went, oh, that's fucking awesome that Mark made, and everyone's just like, wow, Tom, wow, went there. Like, fucking hell, mate, rein it in. And Mark's like, fucking thanks for spoiling me big day, mate.
I love stupid ongoing bits, and also everyone's also got like I feel like in every friendship, like there's group jokes, but then there's also jokes that you've got with one other person. Everyone else is aware of it, but they don't join in on it because look, sometimes with jokes we're swingers. We put the keys in the bowl and we're like, this is for everyone. And then sometimes you're like, all right, this is just a bit from me, Gareth and Collins.
You put in a bit of board game that you played like 6 weeks ago.
Yeah. And you're like, I'm only going to I'm only going to get a third of our friendship with this joke, but I guarantee I'll get 100% of that third.
Did you notice that I titled my fantasy football team based on something Marlena said about 7 years ago?
Oh, is it? Yes, Bush Leipzig.
RB Bush Pig.
RB Bush Pig.
Instead of RB Leipzig. That was like, only you're going to get that joke. I was high and I had to name your team, and you're just like, I'll just call anything, it doesn't matter. I put in fucking RB Bush Pig, and there's fucking 12 people in the group. And I'm like, that's for one person, if they remember.
Man, but sometimes that's the funny bit. Like, man, if you can, man, in a group of people where everyone's having a good time, if you can look across the room and without fucking taking everyone else's attention away from what they're talking about, have a proper laugh with that person. That's
I like just while you're fucking having a big group chat, if you just whisper something to someone, that like you can't put that into the group, it won't work for one reason or another.
Well, unless you're you who would then insist on explaining the backstory.
So we just had a laugh here and you all saw that, right? Well, I must explain. Like, anyway, 7 years ago, Marlena said bush pig.
But let's actually explain the bush pig.
I wasn't going to do it without your clearance.
Marlena, our manager, this must have been like 6 or 7 years ago.
It was so funny. It was on the delivery as well.
And it was a Livingston gig.
It was our Cloak and Daggers. Like, look, no way, shoulder before leaving.
So when we were doing previews before the Fringe, where you ran through your show for the first time, you come up and Martin Nelson's in the audience, Guy Humphries is in the audience, Gareth was in the audience because you're all doing your previews together, Craig Hill's there, you've all done your previews together, and then there's also my dad who's been a comedy fan since he was like fucking 15 years old. And if you ask a lot of comedians in Scotland, especially when I started, my dad has genuinely added tags to people's shows.
Oh man, I'm got a show that hasn't had a tag that your dad wrote.
Aye.
I've got lines like in. Like, I won't even remember which ones they are, which is a shame.
Aye.
Like, he'll watch me doing a bit, that's his line, he'll be like, there he is.
Yeah.
And I'll have been like, fuck.
He's watched so much comedy, and look, if my dad wasn't a giant fucking introvert, he could be a very good, he's a good storyteller, he's a very funny man.
So he's like living vicariously through you, like.
Loves it. That's why he's so proud. And also, all the pussy I get.
Yeah, Albatross, because he's total chuffed with that.
That's the only time he respected my shagging. Just when it was faithful, but with cat.
Yeah, marital sex, yes. Just like, I like it.
So we come on stage. Now, to be fair to Marlena, now we do give her a hard time with this podcast when we talk about all the times that she does stuff that we find a little bit cringe or annoying. Man, there's been times where, you know how the other day in the podcast we were like, she keeps sending us emails, sending us articles.
I love it.
She clearly fucking listened to that fucking episode.
She listened to it. I love it.
She listened to the fucking episode and then sent me an email the other day with no comment, just bumping an email that she sent me at the start of January 2021 with an article to an emotional support peacock, right? And that was just her way of being like, you say I've got no effect, but and I'm like, you fucking.
Yeah. So she found a bit that actually turned into a 10-minute routine.
You rain woman bitch. So to be fair to her, she, especially my career, has had a huge part to play, and I will have to begrudgingly acknowledge that sometimes in my presence she has said something funny, but most of the time. Most of the time, it's shite or weird. Because her comedic brain works in a different way. That's why she has such an eclectic group of...
There's actually like sometimes quite a lot of places to go before you reach the conclusion. And the thing with an audience is you've got to help them reach the conclusion, but sometimes it's like a bit too further
because she's
afield.
watched so much comedy, she can get to a
So
point.
them lily pads it takes to get to the other side of the lake.
So what she'll do is she'll just...
just put it at the other side of the lake and you're like, oh, you need the lily pads in there. Like the thought process is there, but you've just given us the end thought.
That's a perfect explanation. One of the examples of this, and again, again, Marlena, I know you're listening. I love you. You have helped. I've acknowledged that. But if you want to turn off because you're about to get 3.5 minutes of a good roasting here. One of the ones, one of our friends was doing a show, doing his preview, and he did the joke about prisoners in Guantanamo Bay, and he walks off stage.
Jaffa cakes. Jaffa cakes.
And that's it. That's all she does. There's no preamble. She walks out to him and she goes,
Jaffa cakes.
and we're all like, what? And she's like,
Jaffa cakes. Guantanamo Bay. Jaffa cakes.
and she repeats Guantanamo Bay, Jaffa cakes over and over again. And because the joke is about I think it was the Afghanistan prisoners that were in Guantanamo Bay. And we're all like, what the fuck are you talking about? And she's like, brown people in orange suits. Which, especially in that phrasing, is the worst way to phrase that. That's a blunt, tooled instrument to the fucking head of that. But like, there is a way to do that joke where it's softly delivered.
The orange is in the middle.
Man, let's not get into how wrong it is. I'm trying to stand up for her, which is people go, that's a shocking joke, and like, that's why we were laughing. But I will acknowledge, I believe Anthony Jeselnik could take that punchline, not from Marlena, but it turned into something. So she consistently has all these fucking like weird little additions to bits.
And the edition it wasn't even an edition, it was a conversation that we're having where it was on, I think it was like a conversation that we'll have quite frequently. It become one of our bits about the phonetics of like swear words and what's the worst insult to call people. Like, it's a common thread topic from the pair of us. And then she was like, we used to have something like really bad that we used to call each other back in Australia, back in the 70s and the 80s.
Oh man, she checked the room.
She looked. Oh, I left.
You know when I'm on stage and I exaggerate looking around the room, even though there's 2,000 people listening, I look behind me just in case somebody might be overhearing. In a room of us,
you're like leaning in, just going, "What's this?
What's this? What's this Austrian/Australian hybrid of the N-word I'm about to hear? And like, what is this N-word, F-word?
We're about to learn a new slur.
Like, man, when we say this word, people are gonna
in my 30s.
They're about people. If we say this word in public, people are gonna die. Like, this is like one of those words that only the government knows about, and if you say it out loud, they're like jail.
Start getting texts off the FBI.
Come to jail, please.
Do not pass go.
Yeah, come on, don't make us chase you. Think about the environment. Don't make us chase you.
You just know the punchline. She'll lean in and just like, bush pig.
Bush pig.
Bush pig.
And
so anyway, I was so good. So 7 years later, I called my team, I'll be bush pig.
Well, but again, for me, I'm like, that's a good joke because you sat on it for 7 years and it was for one person. You know, in the Richard Attenborough documentary, you know, he does Planet Earth. You know, he did the Humans one, which was where it was like, it was about like different parts of the world where people did fucking, like very different things. Oh no, I've forgotten. Why am I in this analogy?
Is it like tribal stuff? Like,
well, one of the episodes is.
But the analogy is like putting a joke out for one person, even though and sitting on it.
You've saved me.
Sitting on it for a long time.
In one of the episodes, in like part of the Antarctic or Arctic, I can't remember which one's north or south and which one does or does not have penguins. But wherever and this is an outdated term allegedly, whenever the Inuits is, you can't call them Inuits or Eskimos.
Snowflakes, you've got to call them now.
Well, I've got 500 words for those.
Got 500 words for snowflakes.
They're all boomers up there. But of course they're the news. They've been up there for ages, man. Like, they're just so outdated. There's no way there's gay Eskimos. Sorry to be Phil Nichols.
Phil Nichols, I was going to say, there's one. It's Phil Nichols. So which you can find that on Spotify, The Only Gay Eskimo by Phil Nichols.
That was one of the pre-comedy. Before I was even in comedy, I knew the song Only Gay Eskimos because it was Phil Nichols and Corky the thing was called Corky.
Porky and the Fat Pigs.
Corky and the Juice Pigs. Porky and the Bush Pigs. Bleep that out, Matthew. Bleep that out. Please, I can't have me saying bush pigs on it. Oh my God.
Oh man, I'm just gonna have to be a Peter on. I said bush pig 100 times.
Go watch The Only Gay Eskimo. It's so very good. Like, I was really genuinely starstruck the first time I met Phil Nichol because I'd watched that so many times on like YouTube.
It's so good. So do you know when he'd done Punch Drunk the first time, he closed down Only Gay Eskimo and fucking obviously gets encore, like fucking smashes it. The place is fucking bewildered by what the fuck's just happening in front of them. And then he came back like maybe 18 months later, like popular demand, fucking fills the gigs immediately. Everyone's there to fucking sing along with him, right? And he'd done a different set because he's already been here like 18 months ago and he doesn't want to do that. So the encore back on and he does a different bit that I haven't seen. And the encore back on and he does a different bit and I'm like, the Only Gay Eskimo, mate, he took like, I can't remember if it was fucking 5 encores or something. He just kept going back on and just doing something. He knew what they wanted. He was playing with them. He was absolutely fucking, he had them up there for so fucking long. And then because of that, like when he did the Only Gay Eskimo, it fucking went off.
Aye. Well, so my point about the fucking Eskimos and Inuits, there is a particular group of people up in the whatever, where like they'll catch birds out the sky with these big fucking nets, and then what they do is they just fucking wrap them up in the stomach of another animal, I imagine, and then bury them deep underground for like 9 months, and then let them ferment. Right now, they obviously don't sell this because who wants to eat uncooked fermented bird that you've caught out the sky with a net that I saw you make? Like that's not like when they're like, oh man, this really stinky
nobody
fish
wants
in
that,
Norway.
but
Nobody. That's not. You're not.
I'd be intrigued.
Man, we can export haggis a bit from Scotland, but I would say 1% of the rest of the world, even less than. Nobody's going for these fucking fermented fucking sky pigeons. It's not a fucking chance. But these people sit on these birds for 9 months. They let them ferment, and it's only for a select group of people. That was the RP Bushbook joke.
Right.
Like, you just sat on it for ages. You're like, this is only for a select few.
Aye.
But like fine dining restaurants.
I give you a fermented albatross. That's how it's called now, the fermented albatross. If you give someone
that's a sex position.
The fermented albatross.
Yeah, that's how we conceived Caitlin.
It's when you come in drunk and just start flapping.
It's when you get it into.
It's when you vomit your own spunk into a vagina. Like just a baby bird.
It's when you come 3 and under par.
I had too many punchlines for what it was. I didn't have any right to have that many punchlines. The fermented albatross. They are so lucky on this podcast.
I mean, look, not to this party is McDonald's, but I do think we're having a particularly good episode.
Yeah,
because, man,
I looked at the time before, I was like, we can't keep this up, man. We can't keep this up. We need to just fucking start being gatekeepers of comedy again, like the last one.
Man, it's like the first 15 minutes of coke sex, right? Where you're like, man,
the first 7 layers.
No, just in the sense you're like, man, I'm giving it good here. Like, I'm nowhere fucking close to coming. This is good. They're enjoying
it over your head, fucking singing "Hey Tonto."
Aye, you've drawn a mustache on, smoking jacket.
Because you're like a bit of that way. And then 15 minutes into the coke sex, you're like, I didn't leave his new mate a party. Where the fuck are you going?
What do you mean it's chafing? Like, she's like, it's not chafing for me. But we gotta keep.
I was tired to be cock and you were tired of your lass or cross wires there.
Oh, there's different things.
I was like, where the fuck are you going to be dick?
Oh.
And you were like, yeah, what do you mean it's chafing? And they thought, I can't be lass. Where are you going? I'm on form here, waiting to come back. Get out.
Man,
You start joining in.
Somebody, man, I've had walkouts during comedy. Imagine walk out during a threesome. I can stomach it. I get it. People get jealous. People get uncomfortable.
Stage fright even. You just kind of piss. You just kind of piss when people watching. Maybe we can't keep it up. I do in that paint though.
We can pause it.
Should we pause it? Just come back dull.
Yeah, man, no,
energy.
man. Fucking, like, let's look. If you're a new listener to this because one of your friends, no. If you're a new listener to this because one of your friends has gone, hey, by the way, this is a really good episode in 5 years from now. Like, if this is the introductory episode because we were particularly good in that first 30 minutes, which I think we were, just be aware. What's about to come after this is cut out, go away. We're gonna pop. It's a second.
There's some Davos chapters in there. I think that might have been a fermented Albatross.
Anyone that's read Game of Thrones would get that fucking reference, which is why I think they did an injustice of him in the TV show because he was dead interested in the TV show.
He was Geordie, wasn't he?
You can't so claim anything.
He was in this other film I watched with Cullen called The Centurion. And
Cullen was in The Centurion?
He was. He was in Man City's title-winning season where they got 100 points.
He was the bald fraud.
He was Pep Guardiola. You were right.
The thing I'm about to discuss with you relates back to my piss. So inevitably when I get to the end of the story and I go, oh God, why am I fucking telling this story? It's about the piss I just had.
And I meant to remember that.
Yeah, or we can pause and listen back to it, but it's just, look, we told them what was going to happen. We've gone out for a spliff, we've got another fucking drink. This one might be a bit more chaotic. There is, I can't remember if it was on Reddit or whether it was on Tumblr or whether it was on some parts
Pinterest.
of the early internet.
Aye. Oh, Chive.
I don't think Chive, but it was more of a forum. But
You bought me a Keep Karma Chive On t-shirt.
Oh, back in
I didn't even know what it was. Right, you told us about it afterwards.
It was the first nuts of the internet.
Aye. I mean, I was all in for Cat Saturdays.
Icon has cheeseburger.
Which one was that again? It had a space for cheese.
No. Icon has cheeseburger was like one of the first ever, like when the internet was funny when there was like forwarded emails that you got. That was where like the first ever, the song the Crazy Frog sang that actually came from them being like try not to laugh, and it was just a picture of a fucking race car with the in the background, and it was very funny because
I got into Formula One.
Man, that's how Max Verstappen got into Formula One. So I mean, and that was funny back in 2002 when the internet was fucking new. Then it became the Crazy Frog song. Back at the time when the internet was, I think it was a bit after that. Icon has Cheeseburger was like this website where it was just pictures of cats with misspelled captions. As if the cat.
Oh my god, it's a cheeseburger.
Oh, before. Like, that's where
and then it became the last that's got the Christmas present.
Oh my god, it's Goosebumps. Yeah, that bitch. Yeah. So, Icon has Cheeseburger, which is there's a picture of a cat, somebody eating the cheeseburger, and a cat leaning his bite out, and the caption was, Icon has, spelled with a Z, cheeseburger, spelled C-H-E-E-Z, burger. And everyone went, ha ha ha. The one thing all human beings have in common is that in every society in the world, some of us are mental about cats.
Aye.
So doesn't matter what part of the world you hit, wherever this internet reaches, there's going to be some people in each of these places that are going to be like,
I get you now.
Yeah, I get it. Oh fuck.
You forgot where you're going. I know exactly. I was police siren. We'll get back the Keep Calm a Chive On t-shirt that you got us.
Oh yeah.
I got one to Cat Saturday, and then that little diversion. Somebody just shouted Chive On in the street. The source of the t-shirt went Chive On as I walked past them.
Aye, muggle.
Muggle. Absolute muggle. They just have like a little fraternity going on in Chive.
No, but
is that what Chive people date of each other?
Yeah, so when we joined, Chive was like nuts on the internet. It was just this place where they were like, right, we'll compile some of the funniest images, some of the funniest fucking videos, and then also any of our female users who want to send in scantily clad photos of themselves, we'll also throw that into the mix. The same way Front magazine did back in fucking 2008, the same way Nuts magazine kind of did in the lower class version. I think Front was personally better. But look, whatever new medium comes out, there's going to be a market for it. Here's some funny shit, and a girl that you think lives next door's pierced nipples. No matter what you do in the future, when you invent any new technology, there will be 5 years.
Can't see some Renaissance art? It's there. It's there. You got murder and tits.
So Chive became this, and then they obviously started selling merch because they were a website that were like, okay, we get fucking 1 million people a day.
Let's make money off of them.
Like, and this is like not necessarily pre-advertising, but pre-advertising on the internet now. They're like, we'll make merch.
Yeah, they're walking billboards.
Communicate, making a community. So yeah, people, if you wore a Chive shirt, and then occasionally, like every Christmas on Chive, I think that. Oh no, I think
I love that. I'm just like, they're just a walking billboard. Buy our merch. Sloss and Humphries on the road.
Yeah,
But dude,
Christmas is coming up.
We genuinely love seeing you wearing my gear.
Yeah, and I'm so poor. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that on this podcast. me and Cara are broke, man. It's real.
Really struggling.
Yeah, so like, and our kid is starving. God, he's so.
And I'm sitting on all
hungry.
that big bad fucking dog park money.
Yeah. Oh, it's just, honestly, the more you give, the longer he lives. So in the early parts of the internet, maybe not that early, but I'm going to say like 10 years ago, I think it was on Tumblr. There was this thing about human beings being space orcs, right? Which is if you subscribe to this, I think the logical thing, but also the sci-fi thing of there are definitely other planets out there in the infinite universe that have life on it. Let's say at some point those other sentient beings are able to contact us. We always think that they're going to be so much more advanced than us, so much more fucking dangerous. But if you actually look at what human beings are, human beings are space orcs. Like, there's a good chance that aliens will come down from another planet.
And we're the bad guys.
No, not even that. Just how fucking metal we are. Like, because it's normal for us. So stuff like...
And still vaguely primitive.
Yeah, so what happens if you break their arms? Oh, their arms will heal. What? Yeah, their arms will just heal over. Any bones you break in them, if you kind of leave them there, they'll be fine. Oh, Jesus, okay, and what do they... and like, what happens if you shoot them? They're like, oh, man, some of them survive for, like, a real long time. Like, some of them live, and do they live in just one environment like we do, just in the jungle? And like, no, they can survive in the most freezing cold temperatures, and they can survive in some of the most inhospitable parts of the planet. So there's this entire thing where loads of people contribute to be like, you know what, that's a good point.
Where they're just looking at humans at that point of view.
We've just been like,
resilient.
Yeah, resilient, scary, dumb, primitive. Exactly what you said. Like, yes, their technology might outmatch us, but we're just going to be like, me dumb ape smash, and they'll be like, God, we haven't had physical contact in so long because combat. Sorry, they're not lonely. Maybe they are.
I had this theory that when Thomas Cook landed at the Galapagos Islands, and just fucking had to stop there.
The travel agent.
Yep, Thomas Cook, the travel agent.
Just going to see it.
Thompson was already there. Thompson, get out of here.
He's going to scope it out, being like, I don't know if I'm going to let my people travel here.
Just prospecting.
Yeah.
We went and got the Galapagos Islands and went.
It's like an agent going out to see a new material now, being like, I wonder if I'll sign any of these new countries to my travel agency.
15%.
North Korea's like, I'm not interested. I'm Daniel Kitson. I am.
Just kind of self-produced. So apparently it was the rats off the ship that fucking come on the island that like destroyed like fucking hundreds of species that we'll never see because they were destroyed.
Same time we dropped white people off in Australia.
Well, that's where I'm going with it, right? Right? Zooming out from that, if an alien species fucking popped here to refuel and then left going, this has just got a limited time frame before fucking the ecosystem collapses, we want something with a bit more longevity, and then moved on, right? We weren't the aliens. We were the rats on the ship. We were living in the vents and that.
Yeah, but the good thing is, when that alien spaceship lands, a bunch of Geordies and Scousers will hide in the vents of that alien ship, and even though the human race will eventually lose itself to war, those Geordies and those Scousers will reproduce.
Find another planet.
No, they'll reproduce in the vents of that alien spaceship at such an alarming rate, to a rate these aliens aren't accustomed to. They're like, and within, like, because man, I'm going to assume they live for like 100 fucking years, and even with they don't have like travel because that would be insane. But they've just traveled for a long time. That's how they got here. It wasn't insane to them to travel 500 years at a very fast rate to get here. But human beings, man, we can reproduce at fucking 16 in this country.
We're doing it right now.
So I reckon they travel for like 100 years, after they've landed on Earth. Earth has lost itself to nuclear war at this point.
Aye.
But we've gone from 16 Jordans and Scousers in the vents of that alien spaceship to...
One Glaswegian just merged like Voltron.
No, I was gonna say more like when in horrible zombie games when they're like, and what's the worst zombie? A bigger zombie made of other zombies.
I meld it together.
So my point with this space work thing, because sometimes I'm like, oh man, you know what? Now that I think about it, like we are pretty fucking like the things we can survive. Like, man. I don't think there's any other species who's like, man, there's something dangerous going to growing in your brain. Right, what we're going to do is something way less dangerous. We're going to drill into your brain.
Can I get that out?
We're going to and we're only going to drill into your brain after we've poisoned you for 6 months, and we're going to get that out because for us, a peaceful death or anything like that. We want to live together to fuck more shit.
Come back, motherfucker. You're not dying. Get back here. Yeah, there's more for you. Like, it's going to be different from now on.
When you come back, are you getting a better quality of life?
Oh, worse.
Absolutely
Really
not.
Worse.
No, under no circumstance.
Yeah.
Under no circumstance.
You need care. You need help.
Whatever the peak of your life was before this, everything from now on, at
way
least 30%. Not way worse. Like
you get to finish some series and enjoy them.
Yeah, I didn't think Martin Nelson would get to see season 8 of Game of Thrones.
Nah, fucking I worried when it finished. Yeah. I was like, oh, thank God, Dance of Dragons.
House of Dragons.
Dance of Dragons, which was actually the name of one of the books, wasn't it? The Dance of Dragons. Was that the name of the actual series? It wasn't called Game of Thrones.
Song of Ice and Fire.
The Dance of Dragons.
You confidently pitched that to me in such a way that you were like, God, I hope he doesn't remember as much as I don't. Just so we can ignorantly go through this bit. And I'm like, the Dance of Dragons.
Man, Matthew would be here right now. Matthew, if he were here, he'd be Googling Dance of Dragons and then like find out that like it was said once in like book 3.2.
No, I think you'll find Matthew would type in Dance of Dragons and they'd be like, Google called me gay. I should have said an incel. Less homophobic. You made the mistakes.
That was progress.
Well, no, it was. No.
Mate, like,
my first instinct
that was
being
like
that
one
joke's
step
not
back,
progress.
2 steps forward progress. But you were telling me about having a piss.
Mm-hmm. So, in human beings being like metal and just being like, we'll go through everything. Man, I watched my piss come out there. Yellow.
You and me both.
So yellow. And I'd pissed in that bathroom and I forgot to flush before we went out. So I was just adding more yellow to the bowl of yellow. And I was like, I'm going to do absolutely nothing about this.
I'm going to have some more cider.
My body is clear. It'd been like, hey, buddy, just look, hey, man, I know you don't like physical pain.
Lower your lights on, motherfucker.
Man, whenever you take painkillers, whenever you're in pain, and because you don't like pain, but I just give you pain to remind you that this needs fixed. You take painkillers and it dulls it. And you know what? Sometimes it's better. So I know you don't like pain. So just to try and be more effective communication between me, your body, and you, the person, just through sight alone, I'm going to tell you that you need to drink more water. And I'm like, this piece of shit.
I like it when it's hot. Just always make it hot like that.
But please, sir, just amber light, slow down. 3 more pints and a spliff.
Heat that up. I'm going for beige.
Okay, can you promise me that when you wake up in the morning, you'll at least have a pint of water then? I can promise you I'll walk 5 minutes to a service station and buy some Iron Brew.
That should fix it. That's
That's not.
Yeah, I went to an STD clinic one time and I'd had a Barocca in the morning because I was hungover. And hungover usually means dehydration anyway, and a Barocca means fucking let's turn this into Cheetos.
Oh, it's luminescent.
I fucking couldn't believe what I had to hand out that day. So I was just like a fucking uranium rod that went down Homer Simpson's back. And I'm just handing it out to her going, seems like I'm fine. You don't need to test that, just look at it with your eyes. It's fucking glowing when I handed it to her. Get that, don't you? Put some hairs on your chest.
It's, Cara is, I've already pissed wrong. I am watching Grey's Anatomy with Cara.
Aye.
Cara watched all...
Would you have been watching it of your own volition?
No.
But are you like locked in now?
Not locked in, but like, I really, really like... Man, there are some things that I'm really fucking into that Cara accepts that I'm into and will just listen to me talk about it or will try and join in it with me. Like if I fucking love a movie, even if it's not her type of movie, she's like, all right, you love it, and
I'll Google the ending.
I mean, all right, but she'll listen to me when I say don't. But like, man, she always makes those little bits of effort where you're just like, we're building a fucking relationship here. So I'm like, I got to do the same back. Like, she watched every season of Grey's Anatomy while fucking pregnant. I was reading Wheel of Time at the exact same fucking time. So I would occasionally catch bits of it, but she was into it. Colin, turns out, has watched every episode ever, because when he was growing up, you know how Friends was on every day at 5 o'clock on E4 in Ireland, in fucking Potato 4 or whatever the channel's called, like, because they're like, man, what's better than no potatoes? 4 potatoes.
Potato news.
So Colin, it was Grey's Anatomy was on every single day, and his mum watched it, so he watched it. So like Canna and Colin would just rewatch it. Canna for the first time, Colin for the 90th time watched this, and I go through it. And then when we were in New York, because me and Cara were in the same room the entire time for like 2 weeks, we weren't away. She was just rewatching it because it was something that brain chewing gum. You've watched it before, you don't need to fully pay attention. You're paying attention to your child, but your child's not watching this boring fucking TV show.
Something familiar, that you know.
Oh yeah, and it's not on the TV, it's on a phone in the corner where she can just be like, oh, he's sitting, cool, and then watch this for a bit. I started getting a bit into it, and we've started, and you're like, you know what? It's not the greatest writing in the world, but neither is 98% of the stuff I watch in general. So like it's...
so there's loads of shit like that though, isn't there? There's Grey's Anatomy, and then there's fucking ER, and then there's
House.
Mad Men. That was the one.
House.
Not Mad Men. House. And
sure
Casualty, obviously Casualty.
Obviously Casualty. After fucking Grey's Anatomy, ER House, obviously
Casualty.
The OG.
Respect
man, you know, there's The Wire, there's The Departed, and The Bill.
They would
like big shout.
You just done that, like. I mean, I might be wrong here.
Might be.
But AR wouldn't exist without Casualty. Like, shoulders of giant. Shoulders of giant.
I'm sorry. You're telling me Hollywood wouldn't have come up with a Doctor show unless ITV...
Made it possible, paved the way. Bill as well, CSI would be nothing with the Bill.
There's something else here.
I mean, I'm turning it into a bit, but I meant it when I first said it and then realised how ridiculous it was.
I don't know if I've told this before, but do you know that, people probably do, this might not be interesting, do you know that House is very clearly, and they've met, it's based on Sherlock Holmes?
Is that him from a comedian?
Hugh Laurie.
Pretend I didn't know who Sherlock Holmes was and I was trying to spitball who he might be.
No. I mean, House is based on the original Sherlock Holmes. And here's all the things. What's the TV show House called?
House.
And Dr. House is called House because that's his second name.
Okay,
what's Sherlock's second name?
Oh.
So there's your clue number one. And this isn't me making this conspiracy theory.
I need more than this. That's one thing you could contrive that.
What's Sherlock's sidekick called?
Watson.
And
what's on telly? It's House. Do your own research.
What is House's best friend in House? Dr. Wilson.
Okay.
And where does Sherlock Holmes live?
He lives in Shelbyville. he lives in Baker Street.
331 Baker Street. Where does Dr. House live with Dr. Wilson? 331 Baker Street.
Butcher Street or something?
No, Baker Street.
Oh, so they've run like...
No, man. The writers are like, we've just done Doctor version of Sherlock Holmes. Mm-hmm. But like, they did that. Who listens? This is before podcasts.
So hold on. Is this, because I've never watched it, is it just like a show where it's just like he's got to do surgery and it's against the clock and something goes wrong and he fixes it, blah, 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 right? Like, where does having an enemy come into it? Who's Moriarty?
His addiction. So, but which is also based... No. But Sherlock Holmes in the original was a drug addict. He was massively into opiates. right? So that's something with Charlotte. That's why he is as intense. So it's, again, that's not them being shitty. The Moriarty in the, I mean, I've only watched the first 3 seasons. You should watch them for the following reasons. One, in fact, 3 reasons. I think when I watched it was a fucking excellent show. I really enjoyed it. I would be interested to know how much it held up nowadays.
Right.
You know how something, even
is it going to be like square screen? Is it, how old is it?
Oh man, like 2000.
I couldn't believe it. I didn't think Always Sunny in Philadelphia was that old, but like I'm sure Natalie was watching it like on a widescreen TV, but it was square screened. I mean, like old football highlights or something.
Fucking absolute fucking state of math. You not being here in Manchester, unbelievable.
Lazy.
Have to fucking Google me.
We're only in
fucking
Manchester.
Shit. Jesus fuck. What am I even googling? I've forgotten.
What's a hard shoulder for if it's not for being on your bike to try and get here?
What am I googling?
Fuck.
Right, Matthew.
Matthew, what are you doing?
You fucking piece of shit.
Jerk. You're googling something about fucking Sherlock Holmes. Motherfucker.
Oh no, we've ruined the podcast, man. We were so in sync for like 50 fucking minutes.
You think of that, an iPad. I read Arthur Conan Doyle's Black Panther. That's what it's called, right?
No.
What was it called? It's called like the Panther of the Woods or something. Panther of the Woods.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
That's a black hole of hell, lad. That's a black hole of hell.
Arthur Conan Doyle.
Aye. The Hound of the Baskervilles, there we are.
Oh, that's not what you meant.
I said Black Panther. Close. Wakanda, Baskerville.
Oh, right. Back to my original point. Fuck what we were Googling. The third reason I think you should watch House Again. Man, we're mates with Cal Penn.
Cal Penn's in it.
That's one of the, apart from Harold Kumar makes the munchies.
Makes the
what a
edibles.
racist. An Indian or a Chinese guy make the munchies. Jesus.
Where's mine dinner?
Sorry, Harold Kumar get the munchies. Yeah, that was, I mean, in his very long, have you not read his autobiography yet?
No, I did start it though.
Oh, it's so good.
But because the book, I don't travel with it because I read on my headphones when I'm moving.
It's very, very good.
I really want to read it.
Yeah, it's very funny. You've got to remember the man's led the most fascinating career in the fucking world in the fact that
he was in like that teen sensation type movie that was fucking really hot.
He started with, what was Ryan Reynolds' fucking movie? Was the college kid on campus?
Oh, Van Wilder.
Yeah, so that was Cal's first movie when they were just like the fucking Indian guy, and because that's what Hollywood was then. Cal was like, well, I guess I got to be the fucking Indian guy.
Yeah.
Because there's no other roles I can go for.
Yeah.
So although it's not demeaning, like, I appreciate the chance. Like, but it's also, like, I'm worth...
It's like, yeah, but no. I want the thing that I'm getting, but not like this.
So it's about that, and then he gets munchies, and then he's in House, and then the reason he leaves House is because he worked with Obama.
Yeah, he was the writer for Obama's speeches.
And then, no. So he supported Obama early on when Obama, even before he was running for presidency.
You were Googling to see whether House was old enough to be on a square telly. But let's forget that.
Yeah,
right.
we'll do that.
So he's in House. He leaves because he's going to be a speechwriter for Obama. Who's supported.
So I mean, not to fucking read the book, to do the short version of it, and I highly recommend the book. It's very, very good and it's very, very funny. And so interesting because he's led such an unbelievably fascinating life. He leaves House because he gets introduced to Obama during one of Obama's earlier fucking speeches, really buys into it because Obama's like, hey, here's what I'm going to fucking do. And then he helps him get elected to president, then goes back to House, and then one day meets is invited to the fucking White House. And once Obama got elected, he was like, hey, if you ever want a job, get in touch with my office. And Cal's like, he's just saying that to be nice. That's just a nice thing that you say to...
But I'm about to get in touch with his office right now. Just on the off chance.
No.
Yeah?
Doesn't. Fully fucking takes it as, that's just a nice thing people say. Goes back, does another season of House, I think. I might be getting the time order of this wrong. Gets invited to the White House, fucking one. I think it was maybe when Obama was elected and he's thanking everyone. And Cal has not applied for the job. And Obama's like, what the fuck? Like, why have you not applied for this job?
It's the ego, this Cal.
Aye. I mean, I'm butchering the story, and you know what? I'll fucking cut it there because we've got to go back to the Googling the original point of this. But I would I cannot recommend Carl's autobiography.
That reminded us of when Bill Burr got in touch with Ronnie Cheng, asking him, like, I loved your special or something like that. Like, he fucking did it. And then Ronnie Cheng was so convinced that this was a fake account that he wrote, "Fuck you."
That's not true.
That is true. Ronnie Cheng said "fuck you" to Bill Burr after he sent him a compliment. And this was like he's popped now, Ronnie Cheng. He's massive now, but like this was when he was on his ascendancy.
Aye.
Like where he thought that like he was so far below Bill Burr. Imagine you did that to David Schwimmer when he got in touch with you.
Oh man, nearly fucking dead. Like didn't fucking believe. Man, thank God I checked my fucking Instagram that day and gone as the fucking
It also,
narcissist.
you know that thing that's where the blue tick is important. Is that like that wouldn't have been on your radar at all that it was him if it wasn't a blue tick. You know, if you thought you could buy a blue tick for $8,
Aye.
that's where you would just ignore that message from fucking David Schwimmer.
Aye. Thank fucking.
I still find it quite funny what Elon Musk's saying though. Like he's fucking honestly, he's ran in like a bull in a china shop, and I don't agree with anything that he's doing, but I'm quite enjoying witnessing it.
House was 2004.
Aye.
What was the other one?
No, that was that. No, the
Oh no, Casualty.
Casualty gave it away. Trailblazer, Casualty. I'm gonna try and do the tune, but like it's impossible to do because it's like sirens merged together.
Casualty. Casualty.
Nah, I'm doing Airwolf.
Casualty.
We're not gonna do a fucking mashup with Casualty and Airwolf. Is that not what the people want?
I was doing Indiana Jones. Casualty.
Ah, fuck, I see.
Casualty. Casualty. There's actually no show. Oh, to the.
They haven't trying to be.
Oh, that's.
You're not a casualty denier, are you?
Look, I've said it once before. I'll say it again. I don't think Princess Diana's dead.
Nah, she's in casualty. She's been in casualty the whole time.
1986 Casualty.
Of course it is, aye.
It didn't pave the way.
Mate, it's
there
just
were
like,
doctor shows in America before
you
that.
You wouldn't have American Pie without Grange Hill. That's all I'm saying.
I honestly thought you were going to be like, you wouldn't have American Pie without Cottage Pie. They know where they came from.
Porky's, Grange Hill, American Pie.
And the Bush Pigs.
So that was your piss thing? It was a different colour.
Don't say it like that. Fucking that took up 26 fucking minutes. How fucking dare you? How fucking dare you? Act as if that wasn't a very fruitful branch of a comedy tree.
That was such a funny way to bring it back.
Only because you were caught on camera.
Oh, that's something I didn't know. Sorry, I didn't see you there.
Here's a moment of honesty. I don't know if you ever get this. I don't know if this is my
moments of honesty.
I don't know if this is my narcissism. I don't know if this is my fucking ego. I don't know if this is like a common thing. You know, and that's the good thing about comedy. And the reason I think people laugh at it is you have these thoughts in your heads, and then
all your heads,
all that head,
blackhead on your nose. Deal with that, by the way.
Aye. Comedy is somebody says a thought that you had in your head that you didn't know was there, and they make it coherent. They put it, they phrase it in a way, and you're like, oh god, I always fucking actually believe that.
Oh, I've been feeling that, but I haven't articulated it yet.
Aye.
Thanks for articulating it for us.
So with this next thought, I don't know if this is because so many times I have thoughts and I'm like, I don't know if people agree with this, and then they laugh and they do. But this is one of the ones I'm like, or is this just your big stinking fat ego, Sloss? Sometimes. And I think it's because I watched The Truman Show when I was like 9 years old. I don't want to call it paranoia and I don't want to call it anxiety, but I just get in my head, I'm like, man, if you were on camera, like if people were watching this in the way that they watch the internet and everything, and all of this was like you trying to come across as your best self, how would you act in those moments? And I always find myself being way better in those moments. I got a taxi driver today who, man, he picked me up from the O2 Apollo in Manchester.
You lived your life like you are being followed with a camera.
No. He picked me up from the O2 Apollo in Manchester and drove me to the Malmaison in Manchester, which is across from Piccadilly train station. It is a straight line, and it's two of the many landmarks of Manchester. And he's a taxi driver in Manchester, and he does not know where we're going. He's like, the Malmaison. I'm like, of course, from Piccadilly station. And he's like, I don't know where that is. And I'm like, oh, buddy, I don't know what to tell you. Like,
but surely you've done a job to the train station before.
Like this isn't your first. And man, he's an older guy. He's clear. And as much as like all I want to do, man, I've come off stage and I've smoked a spliff. All I want to do is lose myself in my phone for 10 minutes so I can get my brain.
I know you're giving someone directions in a city that they work in as a taxi driver.
And you know what? He's having banter, and on the way.
But just use your fucking app, man. Just put Google on.
He did. But he was like, "Is that the right Maison? Is that the right thing?" And he was telling me all these streets.
So you had to go on at the Google Drive to find out the fucking schedule.
Oh, and it's not there. It just says Piccadilly. So I've got to go into the Google Maps and try and find out what the fucking sub-streets off of this fucking... And the whole time I'm like... And on the way to the fucking train station today, you know how I bitch about Irish taxi drivers thinking they've got a God-granted right...
They've got the crack, so they're going to sell the crack.
I had this lovely Scottish taxi driver today who just spoke to me the entire time, and I just fucking surrendered to it. But I was annoyed on the train. But I get off stage. The Manchester gigs tonight was exceptional. We'll talk about it in a second, then we'll fuck off. Come out. I've had a couple of drinks, smoke a fucking spliff, get in the cab, and all I want to do is be on my phone. And this guy is just like, I'm to the point where I'm like, this could be a hidden prank show.
Albatross, do you want a drink? Your mouth's not dry enough.
I've just
have a sip of water, mate.
But then I'm like,
your tongue's sticking to your palate.
But just like, I'm being put in a situation where
you've been tested.
I clearly want to talk, and also people, I wouldn't agree with them if they fucking lashed out, but I don't agree with people who'd lash out in that situation, so I don't get to be the person who lashes out in that situation. Yeah. So what I then am I doing, because that's where I want to go, just hard U-turning and being like, man, you know what, I will look at the other streets and I'll find out where we're going, and then and I'm like, you know what, just drop me off as close to Piccadilly station as you can. This motherfucker dropped me off 5 minutes down that road, and I still doubled a step. Like he was like, it's £5, and I was like, here's a tenner. Thanks for doing 65% of the job.
You got us near the runway and you spoilt the journey.
Oh,
but you're still tipped.
But here's my question to you, and this is a question of morality. Does that make me a good person?
What, that you were doing it because you were doing it for TV? No, to paraphrase me.
No. If we ignore the reasons, that is the question. Do the reasons, the fact that I was doing it for narcissistic reasons, outweigh the fact that what happened was somebody didn't do a good version of their job? I accepted that fully. Cut them some slack, and then doubled their wages.
But you only did it because you felt like you were being watched and judged. Mm-hmm. What you were doing right now is being religious. You're pitching it as TV cameras and people and the world's watching. God. But you're being like, you're having Catholic guilt.
Hold on. No. Television can't be my God.
You've read...
Fame can't be my God,
you've
man.
Read, you've read Matthew Perry's book. The man from TV talking about God.
No, I don't think it's that. I think you got closer earlier on where you was just like, oh God, don't say fame's my religion.
Aye.
No, fame, that's the thing. No, fame's not the correct word. But perception.
Aye.
Perception is my God.
That's you being witnessed by the world. That's what God is. It's the fucking omnipotent. Everybody's watching. And if you're famous, you feel like everybody's watching.
Hey. God might know everything, but society categorically does not.
We are the world's eyes and ears, and we're witnessing it. I
think we're getting too philosophical here. This is
we are
people
hive mentality.
Man, people are pulling into their driveway, being like, you know what? I don't need to listen to the next 5 minutes.
Putting the hose pipe on the exhaust, feeding it through the window, putting the garage door down, and they're just drifting off to it like they usually do, but this time forever.
Guys, and we've got to tell you, stop buying electric cars to do that.
Yeah.
You keep coming up to us with silly frizzy hair.
The Manchester gig was class.
Oh, and this is and we'll end this fucking, not quickly, but we'll talk about this and then we'll fuck off. I don't know how you felt about the fucking Balkans trip, right? But it was the first time we've ever gone to the Balkans in the earlier stages of the tour.
When we haven't figured out how to do a show abroad yet.
Yeah.
So like people
like
are
it's
hearing it in
only
their second
just
language.
working in the UK.
So like, say for instance in my set, I've got a reference to like ASL, and then I hit on the popular fucking Facebook trope of like, it's just me and the kids from now on. Like,
yes, yeah.
like,
Cultural, British, specifically if you speak English.
Anglo-centric references, and you're doing them in Estonia because you don't want to patronise them and assume they don't know it. They might understand ASL or whatever.
Hey, when you did the Geordie Shore joke, they got that one. Like, you can't underestimate.
You have to go out on the first couple of gigs you do in Europe
and try everything.
and just see what happens. Don't underestimate
and you can't,
don't second guess
and also
them.
you have to do it 2 or 3 more times because it might just be that city. Here's the thing.
Live at it.
Like fucking Sweden is very different to Spain. Portugal is very different to Latvia. Like,
one of mine was about doing the lateral flow test at home, right? And Lewis coming to us afterwards, just going, heads up, didn't call it lateral flow test, and we didn't get them delivered to the house. I know you did that over in the UK, but like people had to go out to the car parks to get them or whatever, right? Yeah. And he just filled us in. And then you come in the next day and just go, oh, so the COVID tests, we got them sent to our house in an envelope and fucking had to do them at home. Boom, straight into the bed without confusing them or building them. Yeah. The only way you can find that out is fucking get out of the trenches.
So I think for both of us, the Balkans, and this is always counterweighed by the fact that even if you're having a bad gig in these countries, because they're so excited that you're out there, the energy is still the fucking same because they'll have everything.
And there's enough people in the audience that get your references that the stuff that isn't understood by the masses doesn't bomb. It still gets you a laugh.
And man, to be conscious of how you are talking, to be conscious of how your diction is, and to be conscious of your choice of words while you're on stage,
well, still trying to recover from an edible,
isn't the same as being in a place where people understand all your fucking lexicon, all your fucking turns of phrases, and even if you're slightly drunk, you can slur a bit, they'll all still fucking understand it because they grew up in the UK and all of their parents are fucking drunks.
And they've heard our accents a million times, they get it.
So to go from those shows in the Balkans where it was running at fucking 90 minutes and I'm like, fucking vintage Sloss, you write a fucking 65-minute show and then you go on tour and you love the sound of your voice so fucking much that it gets
make everything more wordy than it needs to be so you sound smarter.
And then I get to the Balkans and I'm like, well, the reason it's taking so long here is because I'm slowing everything down and I'm learning the fucking language. Man, I didn't even do my full set tonight and I did an hour and 45 minutes.
Did you?
Oh,
and like at pace as well.
No, there was some funny audience interactions, but it was just me having the full fucking freedom of it. And also the fact that, man, I didn't gig for 4 fucking days. I got to sing and dance Christmas songs with my son, and I felt true unbridled joy. And then today I took a 3-hour train trip to then walk on stage instead. Like, compared to all of our previous tours, like shows like today, not just respect and love to the people of Manchester for, especially at a stage in our career where we've gone from playing the Salford Keys to the O2 Apollo.
What was that?
It's our first time in our fucking
venue. The Lowry.
The Lowry, aye.
Yeah. Now it's at the O2 Apollo.
So there's so many things exciting about it, but to go from that to the next level of like that genuinely just being like the most fun I've had on fucking stage.
Yeah.
And then you, because there were so many people who, after the show tonight, because you fucked off.
I went to the Frog and Bucket. Like, I just was like, I'm in Manchester, there's a fucking club over there, I can double up. Because
there was people I met afterwards, they're like, where's Kai? And I'm like, he's got another gig. And they were like, after this? And I'm like, oh yeah, good point.
Yeah, strange.
Man, it's like going to get a fucking Thai massage after consummating your marriage.
It was, and
that's no disrespect to the Frog and Bucket. That's just a huge compliment to the fact that it's the fucking Manchester Apollo.
It's a good gig and it's lively, and Jonathan Mayer was hosting, so the place was energetic, right? And I went on and I was like, this is a completely different set of tools. What are you gasping for? So I went on stage and fucking it's a club gig on a fucking Friday night. On a Friday night, everyone's drunk. Man, your audiences are so fucking focused
and well behaved.
They're so focused and well behaved that I went in and like, this is like a good club on a good night, and I was like, oh, this is a different set of tools.
Aye.
I've come with my tools from the other gig. Like, no, it went wrong. I knew what I was doing, and then I went on. The fucking gig's like, the gig smashed. But the realization that I'm like, if I leave a pregnant pause between that feed line and that punchline, fucking drunk cut out there is going to think he's funnier than me and he's going to fill it.
Yeah, because even though 98% there is a big intention, there's still always just some drunk on it who's looking the other way, and then we'll find the moment of silence.
So you fucking zoop, fill the gaps.
Aye.
Fill the gaps. They're not going to get a fucking credit card between fucking one line and the next. I've got the fucking stage, I've got the mic, and then you are getting in it all, and you fucking compact everything, and then you're doing bits, and you're like, you know what, this bit that I'm about to do is maybe a bit like, and this is fucking rich coming from me, like maybe it's a bit too intelligent for drunk as fuck people, so like, you going, right, I'm going to take that bit out and just get straight to that bit, and you just start fucking rerouting all your gear in front of you, and then you come in and you're like, right, I'm going to be a bit short here, so I'm going to have to end on something different than I would have ended on. You put it in, and the gig's belter, like fucking beginning to end, the gig was mint, but I was like, oh shit, I just had to do my job. I had to work, like I've never had to work in a while.
Man, I truly fucking feel like, as a comedian, like, man, if you join the army, 99 times out of 100 you start fucking recruit, they train you up, you're gonna go fucking war, you're gonna fucking do this. I mean, I don't know how the army works, but in my head, in the movies I've watched, and then you might make your way up to when you're 50 you're a general because you've seen enough battles, but the generals never lead the front line.
Aye.
They're never in the fucking trenches because they got to be back because they've got all the extra knowledge.
But if they are, you best remember quick how you did.
Man,
because there's guns going off.
I am a fucking 78-year-old general who was asked to retire 15 years ago.
Aye.
But because of my decorated career, I'm just like,
because without it you've got nothing else.
what am I going to go? Spend time with my wife? So it's like, because I mean, in our group when we talk about fucking gigs and stuff, and people are posting, you know, like, man, the game of comedy, which is, you have to go on and at comedy clubs and consistently just try and be the best, because that's the only way to further your career. To be at this point where I'm so very privileged and fortunate and grateful for the fact that I just have this audience. God, I'm fucking lazy.
Like in my relationship, you still have it though, surely. Could you go back and do the Frog and Bucket and have like, cause you know what, they're people on a night out, they didn't see a lot of comedy, but they're here having fun, they're on a stag do or whatever, right? And then you're going on and they're looking at you for you to make a laugh, but they don't get the thing and that you've got to listen and have attention spans and shit. Could you not go on and just make them people laugh?
I mean, I couldn't just go on if you were to give me a fucking week's warning, which I guess I would for being booked on a gig.
Aye.
I guess I could fucking look through my stuff and be like, yeah, now that it's not people who worship me, I guess I could shorten this 45 minutes down to 10.
It's like there's still this fizz and energy in the room that you can harness, and if you harness it, it feels class because you feel skillful in a way.
Man, to me, it's like you're one of these people who you're like, I'm a gladiator and I never feel more alive than when I'm in that combat arena and people stab me and I'm like a retired general. People are like, have you ever tried not being stabbed? Have you ever tried being on a beach when nobody's trying to murder you within the next... Like, don't be wrong, I bet you feel alive, but buddy... You know this isn't just it, right?
It's such a thing where, like, you know, at the end of one of them, like, you know, at the end of one of your gigs, right? Like, people are going, oh, I wonder who that lad was at the beginning. Fucking, I'll look him up and go on socials and they'll be interested in you, and that's like how you develop a following.
But other people are like, that was Daniel when he was sober at the start of the gig. Like, it was such a long show that he physically aged in front of us.
So, if you got on at a club gig, you could have the gig of your life. You could make everybody's night. You could get people who are out on a date late, right? People are going to wake up in the morning going, oh, that Geordie lad was good. Nobody's following up on finding it.
What was his name again? I think it was Anton Deck.
Anton Deck, that was him. We're going to wrap this up. That was a podcast.
I've also... Oh, no. We don't need to talk about that. Thank you for tuning in to... Which, let's be honest, man, if you didn't like this episode... Don't subscribe to Patreon. We have a Patreon. But if if you were like, what a bunch of stupid shit, then ignore all of our plugs.
Can't give a 1 star.
Here's other things that I recommend. If you didn't enjoy this. Killing yourself. No. I would recommend. What podcast have I actually enjoyed recently?
I really enjoyed the High Performance podcast, chatting to like. I watched the Eddie Howe one first, then I watched Robert Van Persie, then Alex Scott.
Was this a football one?
But about like psychology of reaching like peak performance amongst athletes. It's not all footballers, but I went to and watched some footballer ones. I
read Rob Delaney's book, A Heart That Works, which is a brutal read. So beautifully written, but you know what it's about? Mm-mm. You know Rob Delaney, comedian Rob
I've
Delaney.
never met him.
But you know of him. His third son, Henry, at 2 years old, got a brain tumour and then like died of it with it. It got it in 9 months old and then died of it within a year. And Rob was amazing in the sense that like he was very public with his grief. Like I remember like a year.
Like this might help people that are
man, he went on one of the best interviews you'll ever see of any comedian talking to any comedian is Russ Howard talking to Rob Delaney on Russ Howard's, I think it was Good News Week. If I get the name of the show wrong, I apologise. But it was when I say shortly after, I think a year. And Rob was just very, very open. He's like, this is the worst. This is the worst thing I've ever fucking been through. But this happens and it's common and here's how I'm fucking dealing with it. The book is a bit more in depth than that. And as a new dad, fucking nightmare fuel. Just the most. But but here's the thing. My mum, I always remember, after Josie died, you could ask my dad what date Josie dies and he probably wouldn't be able to tell you. Dad's just like, memory delayed, get that out of my fucking head. Worst day of my life, don't want to remember.
Remember the happy
Mum
times.
is like, stare down the fucking head of stare into the eyes of the lion that's about to kill you. Like when Josie died, she would be ironing and watching VHSs of Josie growing up, Josie being a kid, and just sobbing and I'm like, surely this can't be good for you. And she was just like, this is the best for me. Like this is. Rob's more that.
Right.
Rob's more like, my grief is the worst thing I've ever fucking been through. But here's the thing, I can embrace it.
I'm not hiding with it. I'm fucking sidling up next to it and fucking living with it.
Well, yeah, and I'm just very open about it. Like if you ask me how I'm doing, the answer is absolutely fucking terrible. And look, if you're able to summon that type of book, it's a really important read and it's very funny and.
But maybe it's not a good book for a new dad.
No, man. Nightmares and a half.
Fuck. So on that note,
enjoy.
Thanks